Hello and welcome back to the channel, everybody. And if you're new here, hello and welcome. This is Motor Mike Media, and as always, I'm Motor Mike, and today, well, we're gonna work with my dad's Jeep XJ. Now, I love this Cherokee, but it's had a problem. If you guys watched my fleet update, I walked around and talked about all the cars we have in our little fleet here, and this had a bad clock spring. So let me show you how to replace one. So the process has already been started here to remove the clock spring. Now, before you even get started with any of this, you have to remove the airbag, which my brother already did. So when you do that process, be sure to unplug the battery, guys. This can be very dangerous. Airbags, if you're deployed in your face, could cause serious injuries. Plus, these are very, very expensive. So not only will you be hurt, but it's going to cost you an arm and a leg. So make sure you remove that first. But to do that, there's actually screws behind the steering wheel. Every steering wheel is different. It could be 2, 4 screws. Just look behind, carefully remove them. Once you bring the steering wheel forward, make sure you disconnect everything properly, and then simply remove the steering wheel. And then you can begin this process in here. Alright guys, just for reference, the battery of these Jeeps right in the front, so make sure you disconnect this before you get started. And I guess I never showed you guys the engine bay. Good old inline 6 engine. The engine bay is relatively clean. This does have less than 60,000 original miles. You can see the original lapis blue paint on the inside. Like I said before, the outside, it's been repainted, but I like the paint, I like a clean engine bay. Let's disconnect this battery and get started. Alright guys, so my brother already put the puller on here. All we have to do is take a nice socket, turn it, remove this system so we can get into the back there and get our clock spring. Basically I'm using a 5/8 socket set, and let's just give it a little turn and see what we got. Alright guys, so basically I had to have my brother come in here. I held the steering wheel nice and tight while he torqued on it. We removed the steering wheel nice and easy. I pushed the wires through. Basically here in the slot, you can see where I had to push the wires through. You can see our old clock spring. I actually have my new one right here. We have to remove this little housing. It's actually really easy. If you get a Phillips screwdriver, you can see down below, there's actually 2 little holes here. So I just gotta go up in there, loosen everything, and disassemble this housing. So let's get to it. You see how it's easily separating. Alright, so I removed the lower part of this. It makes it way easier to do because you can get your fingers up in the bottom part to actually remove this. So that's your old clock spring. You have a nice easy connector here. If you look at our new one, it just pins in right there. So we'll reconnect it, slide this back on, and we're good to go. So for comparison, we have the old clock spring and the new clock spring. Now, what happens when this old clock spring, they wear out, they go bad? You have cruise control issues, horn issues, you get the airbag light sitting on the dash. It's never a thing, it's pretty annoying. So this new one's gonna fix all that. This little tab here keeps everything symmetrical, keeps it in place so it's not gonna move on you and stuff like that. So let's install it. So all I did was I plugged in the little tabs at the bottom. There's a tab on top that holds everything in place. I pushed it in, removed their little setter there, so everything's now disengaged. It's not locked anymore. All I have to do is screw this to the bottom, take these wires, feed them through the slot in the steering wheel here, put everything on, bolt everything back up, replug the airbag in, and we're good to go. Alright guys, so basically we torqued the steering wheel down. Everything's nice and straight, everything's set up. I threw all my wires to that opening there. Now it's just plugging everything in. Basically for the Jeeps, green will go green. This yellow one will connect directly to the airbag. Your little red guy down here, well, it's going to connect right here. So let's plug everything in and get started. Usually you want to hear a nice little satisfying snap. That will confirm that it's plugged in. Make sure you line everything up. There you go. Nice little satisfying clip. Now this one will go right here. So I got everything plugged in. Steering wheel is pressed against there. All I have to do is put these 2 screws in the very back here. I actually like to use an angle. I can move it around. It's easy to get around your turn stocks and everything like that. Now every steering wheel will be a little bit different. Obviously the Jeeps, they didn't change a whole lot, so they're going to be like this. But if you're doing this on different cars, there might be 2 screws, there might be 4. Just look around, you'll feel the openings for them. It's easy to do, so let's plug everything in and turn the car on, and hopefully we did it right. Alright guys, that was a pretty quick and easy installation. Like I said, that clock spring can mess up your horn, put the airbag light over on the dash, the cruise control gets messed up. It's a pain in the butt when the problem happens, but easy fix. We put it together. Now, when you replug in the battery and you're doing something like this, stand back. You don't want to get hit by the airbag just in case you did something wrong. But I'm pretty confident, so keys in. And it started up. Took a little second there, but airbag's here. We got a horn and the airbag light on the dash, it's gone. We got some low fuel, but that's no problem, but we got the horn back. That's all that matters, guys. Alright guys, so that was pretty easy. The horn works now. We saw that the airbag light, it's gone, it's off the dash. It's always a good thing to see, especially when the dash is just free of any check engine lights or any warning lights at all. Now, we haven't tested cruise control. We got some cars in the driveway, but if everything else works, I'm pretty sure that works as well. That's an easy fix, even for a novice like myself. Something that you can just look at a video, a how-to, and just get it done. But guys, I thank you all for watching. So please, if you haven't already and you want to, check out my channel. I keep trying to give you guys more and more content. I talk about cars, trucks, crossovers, and SUVs, combustion engines, just like this good old girl inline 6, and EVs, a little of everything. But please, like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell. That way you guys can stay up to date with the latest and greatest from my channel. And as always, I truly, truly appreciate you guys for watching, and I'll see y'all in the next one.